rise up today, hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Commanders and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Ready.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's go.
Another carry down for Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Tua going to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
I've always loved Teddy Bridgewater. A lot of people have underrated him throughout his career. Remember, this is a guy who's battled back from a horrendous knee injury to find his way back as a starter in this league. More than capable right arm, tremendous leader. This guy knows how to make plays in the clutch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bridgewater's throw taken in by Chark. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Our injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 2nd down.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Bridgewater now. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One punt has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at about the 14. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter.
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From just shy of midfield, Tua. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
They're in some 2nd and 21. Bridgewater to throw it. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective in this one.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
On the set.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The pickup there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first. I wonder if the defense might have been... maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Tua. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The quick slant caught. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here we go.
Edmonds is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Blocking tackle. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The penalty is declined.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So that runs a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. A give to Gibson running right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, middle of the... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
Preseason.
he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score of Dolphins 9, Commanders 0.
After one, it's 9-0. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's different.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline attack blocker that we used to have in the Dolphins days. But you can flex him out. You can run a wide receiver route 20
third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a fourth down?
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Newton on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Gaskin. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
How about this? And none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Always get, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates from 3 yards out. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run out of the gun with Gasket. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Newton now to throw. throw there going to be incomplete.
For the defense, they force him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. Oh, nice move. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw now on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dax Milne, a 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Dolphins 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it right around the goal line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Newton on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. That'll be caught by Eric Ezukama. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Gonna look deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. On third down, here's Gaskin. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, back to Gaskin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll... inside the 15-yard line.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Newton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Arnold. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Gaskin, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Newton on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now look at him go. 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Miami set to take over. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now. First half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Dolphins 9.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the point after try for Santos. And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Coming right back after the pick 6, Thompson. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Thompson will look to the air on first down. Going to look deep for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. I cannot... Perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disaster. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creates. It's not only getting. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. That pick six just a moment ago. Things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Thompson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Gets around him. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys. Jones. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Milne. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First and 10. Here's Thompson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25.
Up the middle, Gaskin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second down throw for Thompson. Pass complete. Ezekama with it. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. First down, Thompson. He'll get this one to Ezekama. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Thompson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
First down, here's Thompson. And now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
On the counter is Gaskin. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Gaskin. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Thompson now on the bootleg. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So the interception setting up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. You always want to get draws with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And inside give to Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Jones. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the Dolphins getting set to go here.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Thompson. Flush to his right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd down at 4.
They're going to look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And out come the Dolphins now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Thompson now, third down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Gaskin will try it up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Thompson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. They'll get this down to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gaskin. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 3rd and long, Thompson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. They'll go. It's Gaskin. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Thompson on 1st and 10. They'll leave that one for Gaskin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. 2nd down. Here's Thompson. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Give here to Gaskin. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Thompson going to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Commanders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Charles, the lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He's got long. His tight end complete. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Thompson to throw on 2nd down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Thompson now.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Thompson will look to the air on 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. To throw again on 2nd down.
Thompson on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Thompson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Thompson, desperation time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Come on. Set. Hey.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Now it's Thompson. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Thompson's throw here pulled in by Bowden. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Shotgun on 3rd down. Here's Thompson.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. Here's Thompson.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Sticking with Thompson here. Going right back to Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Thompson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Thompson looking to throw. That one going to be caught by his running back, Gaskin. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The kick by Sanders is good. And he'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied area. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Check.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.